Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1198 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: not every conversation is worth entertaining. Good for today is: not every conversation is worth entertaining. And what do I mean by that? At a given point, you are constantly bombarded by conversations that are happening outside of you, conversations that are happening inside of you, conversations that are happening in on text, conversations that are happening on video, conversations that are happening maybe unconsciously in your dreams, conversations that you are having with someone. You're sending out a message, you're connecting with people from a distance. That happens too, telepathy, right? So there are different kinds of conversations that we engage in on a day-to-day basis. We engage in different types of conversations, and what I'm saying is, not every conversation is worth entertaining. Yes, I am talking about setting boundaries. I am talking about deciding which ones you want to engage with and which ones you want to kind of say thank you, but no thank you to. More on this on the other side of the show reel. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Today is day 1198 of Connecting the Thoughts. Welcome back to the conversation. Our quote for today is: not every conversation is worth entertaining. And before we went off to the break, I was talking about the different kinds of conversations that are bombarded at us. We experience conversations that are happening outside of us. We experience conversations that are happening inside of us, in our mind, unconsciously. There are conversations that your body is having with you in terms of what it is telling you about itself. There are sometimes there are emotions that begin to get locked up inside yourself. There are unsaid things that begin to get locked up within you, and that energy begins to stagnate and create disease within you. And then there are those conversations that you have, fear conversations of fear, where your body tells you, okay, don't go there because you might get hurt. I'm saying it for your own good, and it does whatever it can to protect you from getting into that conversation or that opportunity. Then we also have conversations that are happening outside of us. These conversations, hello, hello, that conversation in text, conversation on video, conversations that are happening, that you are witnessing outside, that have nothing to do with you, but you are witness to that conversation, so you are an observer to that conversation. Different kinds of conversations. If you began listening to each and every conversation that came your way, you would be mind blown because you would not know what to pay attention to. And that's what happens with some of us during the day. We are working on too many thoughts at a time. And because we are working on so many thoughts at a time, we're not able to focus. We're feeling fuzzy in the head, and we are not really ticking off those tasks that need to get done, which are important to those conversations that matter to us. So, conversations where you need to get a task done and move forward and work and speak to your teammate, not gotten done. Why? Because you overheard somebody else speaking about you by the coffee machine and you are irritated by that. Or you went and spoke to somebody and they spoke to you in a very rude or in a very hoity-toity way, and that got to you. And then after that conversation's over, but you're still thinking about it, and that's still impacting the rest of your day. So not every conversation is worth entertaining. Not every conversation is worth entertaining. Thank you, Arasu. Not every conversation is worth entertaining. And if a conversation is worth your time, it is definitely those conversations that you are having with yourself. Primarily, those are the most important conversations that you can ever have. And also within those conversations, you need to scan, you need to sift through which ones are serving you and which ones are not. And I'm not saying do not go to those conversations that are not serving you. I would like you to take a look at those conversations that are not serving you, but with an open mind. Look at those conversations with an open mind and ask yourself, what is this conversation teaching me? What is this conversation telling me? What is this conversation possibly protecting me from? If something ticks you off, if something works as a trigger, sit with yourself, please. I cannot emphasize this, underline it, bold it, I cannot like highlight it enough, and I cannot say it enough, that sit with yourself, get to know why that triggered you, get to know what is it all about. And if you can't figure out what it's all about, work with someone who can help you, work with a coach, reach out. I'm here for a reason. I'm here day after day after day for a reason. If there is something that's bothering you, reach out, connect with me. Another way that you can work very, very closely with me is if you enroll on Reset for Success, which is a 33-day program. We work hand in hand for 33 days. I give you tasks to do, you tick them off. We have 3 amazing modules on things, on topics that are going to help you reset for success. If you think that is worth your while, if you think that's an investment you would like to make in yourself, that's the link. There are offers still going on, and you can enroll for the next cohort. So these are my thoughts. You definitely have to consider which conversations you are going to engage in and which conversations you're going to say, sorry, thank you, but I'd rather work on something else. It's important to realize which conversations you're going to entertain and which conversations you're going to draw boundaries on and say, no, I'm not going to do this. Again, when you're looking at conversations with yourself, if there is all that negative chatter, do not draw your boundaries without understanding the underlying reason for that. Do not brush those negative conversations under the carpet and pretend they're not there. No, 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 that's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you to look at those conversations and then ask yourself, what is this trigger? What is this experience? What is this conversation teaching me about me? What can I do to set things right? What can I do to, tweak the trigger? So think about this and leave in comments. Let me know if if this conversation was of value to you, and if it was, please write in comments saying, I am special. I am special. Let's be special today. I am special. I am special because I'm going to pay attention to the conversations that I entertain. I am going to make sure that I set my boundaries with people around me and also with my own self so that I am able to make most of the conversations that I entertain, the conversations that I am a part of, and the conversations I choose to say thank you, but no thank you. More on this later on, or more on this in another quote. Who knows what comes up? And tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And again, if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel, and the invitation to register for Reset for Success is open. I look forward to hosting you on the mastermind group coaching. So until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. I am special in comments if this has been of value to you. Thank you.